I wanted to ask you guys something. So you guys all know my lady friend. Maybe I'm overthinking the situation, but we spent some time apart. We were going to get together on the weekend, and I was like, let me come in a day early and surprise her. I have a key. We're getting
pretty serious.
I go in the house, and if there's one thing that I know about her, we've been dating for a little while, is that she doesn't like beer. She thinks
rightfully so.
Yeah, she thinks it's disgusting.
It is.
I found some beer in the refrigerator. So I asked her, I said, whose beer is this? You know, she gave me one of those awkward, like, what are you doing? What are you doing here early? She had to have been joking, because I don't think there was another person there drinking that beer. Do you?
If she said it was yours, then yes.
She did say it was mine. She said, you don't remember buying this?
Wow. Okay.
And I said, no, I don't drink this brand, and I don't remember buying it. You think I should investigate into this a little further?
Yes.
Interesting, huh? So I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hurt my confidence, but it did remind me of a time where I was desirable from somebody of the opposite sex.
All right.
And this was a while ago. This was when I was living in another state. What happened was 2 of the roommates weren't getting along. So one of them said, I can't take this anymore. I'm going to move out. And we said, well, okay, you got to replace, your room. And so he posted an ad on Craigslist. I met the guy. I said, okay, yeah, he seems nice enough. But I didn't really, even after he moved in, the dude moved out and the new guy moved in, I kind of just stayed to myself.
Okay.
And he moved down with his girlfriend. So then one night they were like, hey, let's all go out together, get to know each other a little bit better. So we all went out. We had a few drinks. And then we come back to the house. They were feeling pretty good. You know how they say women, when they get home, they can't wait to take off their bras or something like that.
Okay.
We get back to the apartment and she just removes her clothes. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know how important that is to the story.
She was ready to get loose.
No. They were a serious couple.
I'm just talking about her clothes, man.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You feeling guilty?
No, I'm not. Okay. I had a good time. I was like, yeah, I'm glad this guy moved in. He seems like a cool guy. She didn't live with us, bear in mind. She had her own place.
Okay.
But still, we didn't really connect. I think one day he was playing Chance the Rapper out in the living room, and I said, okay, I can get down with some acid rap. So I came out and we kind of connected on music. We bonded over music. So then shortly after, they started having some problems on the home front. Keep in mind, I just met this guy. I don't have a lot of loyalties to him.
I'm sure you wanted to say that.
Okay.
Say what?
No, just continue.
I didn't.
Y'all seen News Goody?
And no, I'm just telling you the story. And so, they were having some issues. So he started to tell us some things that were going on in his relationship. And why are you laughing?
I don't know. It just sounds like you were probably collecting.
I'm being 100% honest. When I say that,
maybe you weren't. I'm not saying you were intentionally collecting.
He for sure was.
What do you mean collect? What do you mean collecting?
I'm not saying you were taking in the information with the intent to use it, but I feel like you definitely used it, and I'm just ready. I'm excited to hear how.
Well, I think that, okay, like I told you, I was living in a new state, and I think I was probably there for about a year, and I wasn't really connecting with people, and I wasn't really enjoying the state. So I was actually ready to move back to Virginia. And I think that played a role in kind of me not being really opened. I wasn't putting in the investment to connect with him. So I'm being honest when I say I didn't have any intention.
Okay.
And then so I don't think he was really looking for our opinion. But, naturally, if someone comes to you and says, I'm seeing, these issues, what are you going to say? You're going to say, that's probably not best for you, right? What would you?
That's not what I was saying.
That's not your place to say. What would you say?
Because sometimes people just want you to listen.
Right.
But if he asks you your opinion, say, hey, that's probably not too good, but I hope y'all work that out.
Right.
And then you.
Right. I think I said something along those lines.
Okay. Even worse.
What do you mean? No, I said
you consoled him.
What do you mean?
You were a shoulder for him to cry on.
No, I wasn't.
And then there was some show. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. You gave advice, right?
No, I think I just listened. For the
Oh,
most
okay.
part.
Now you just listened.
I wasn't getting too involved.
Okay.
I think you guys are jumping to conclusions.
Okay.
You guys are taking like
What were some of the things that he took issue with?
I don't think he got too much into detail. He was just saying that
You try to save yourself, so it's so funny.
No, I genuinely was trying to remember.
Okay.
And I can't. It was a while ago. I think it's like normal stuff in a relationship where, like, once you get past a certain point, you start seeing things in the relationship that's not going to work long term.
Okay.
And so I say, yeah, I see what you're saying. And then so then they end up breaking up. So I was like, man, that's too bad. You're a handsome guy. You'll meet somebody else. And then one day I get a text from the girl. I don't even know how she had my number.
That was definitely a question of mine.
That's my next question, but I
Okay.
was going to see if you was going to...
No, maybe it was a message. I think it was like
Social media.
Yeah,
type
social
thing.
media.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she reached out through social media.
Okay.
Which I thought was interesting. Like I said, I kind of met her and him at the same time. She didn't say anything too crazy. She was just like, it sucks that I broke up with such and such because I actually thought you were really cool. And now I'm going to miss out on seeing where that friendship went.
Oh.
She was just like, you're a nice guy. I just moved to a new town. Luckily, we just met you through Craigslist. I met you through your roommate. And you seem like a nice guy, and now he kind of gets to see where your friendship develops, and I'm gonna miss out on that. Yeah, I mean that was a nice message. It was
harmless.
It was just kind of like nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
So,
and what do I say? What do I say to that message?
because I've actually had experience with that. So this actually very recently, I have a friend, right, Jay? And he actually just broke up with his girlfriend very recently. They just broke up. And I promise you, literally the second, like, I didn't even know what happened. Like, the friend didn't even tell me. I actually had to bring it up to the friend. Like, we were on the phone. And I was like, I said, yo, so what's going on with you and your girl? And he was like, nothing. Why you ask? And I'm like, just word on the street. He didn't, like, take the time to really tell me. Mm-hmm. But the only reason I knew is because she actually texted me. And she said, this happens often. I don't know if things are going to really work out or not. But I really appreciated getting to know you and things, this, that, and the other. It would be really cool. Like, I don't want to, like, ruin that friendship just because he's being like a butt. So I was like,
I hope this is a lie, because now I'm starting to see a different perspective of this story that I'm telling.
I was like,
so we found the owner of the beers is basically what he's saying.
Let him get to the punch.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he said beer, I was going to be out this window. Yo.
We're finding the owner of the beers.
You stepped on it.
I feel like you and your friend are close enough, though, that in that situation,
it would be considered treachery.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in that situation where I had to decide, hey, like, I'm starting to connect with this guy. Mm-hmm. Basically, like, what are my loyalties to him? What are my loyalties to this? Also, someone who's a stranger.
I get it.
I had no intentions. It wasn't like I was like,
the hooch reached out to you.
You know what? Usually I'm on kind of the opposite side on these things, but who cares if you had intention?
Yeah.
Like you said, you didn't know this guy.
Right.
Being a roommate, that does not entitle you to any, like,
right.
Who knows what their relationship issues with? Maybe you guys could have been better together. Maybe you guys could have lived happily ever after. You don't know that guy.
And that's what kind of came next. So
yeah,
it went beyond like just, it was nice to meet you. She was saying like, who knows, maybe I was meant to meet you through this guy. And I was like, oh, okay. So she took this a step further. Did you have a similar experience with your recent situation?
Over a few beers?
So in my recent situation, we kind of put it on hold. We may kind of, it's a possibility we'll revisit it, but
okay,
there were some other developments, and we decided,
it's too hot right now.
We decided the one night was enough for now.
Okay.
Hey yo, for now.
Where was I? Okay, so yeah, I wanted to respond to her.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think I said I agree, but I was like, that's interesting. That
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Maybe
Huh.
you never. Yeah.
Now that you mention it,
Now that you mention it,
that's very wise. I can
yeah.
get down with it.
Nice POV.
I'm not knocking it. I will only knock it. I think you owe him nothing. However, it gets to the point where if you guys start crossing paths, I think you got to be, just out of respect, you got to be open about it, because he obviously removed her from his atmosphere. So when he's laying on his couch and he says his hair tie looks familiar that he finds in the cracks,
Right.
that's when it becomes a little.
This is a sidebar. What's your perspective on dating your friend's ex? Like, say you got a friend,
No.
they break up, that girl is off limits for life.
Yeah, because some people got it. Some people got it tough. Some people have a small pool to
Right.
select from,
Right.
so they may feel like that's something that they need to do.
Like in small towns, they're
I don't-
like,
I don't be
we
like,
didn't work out. You guys try.
I gotta do this because if I don't,
Right.
there's no other hope.
You
know.
feel like the pool is bigger, so it's
Yeah.
like
It's like can
there-
you really not find nothing else?
There are hundreds of thousands of the same person out there.
millions.
So it's just
right,
out of respect for just my friend, I'm like, why even go down that route?
right.
However,
Because you said X.
Yeah,
So that's different.
This is different than my situation. I was just that's why I
No,
said
but
sidebar.
I mean like X and like somebody that you might have dealt with is different.
yeah,
okay,
If it's full on, y'all was together.
okay.
I don't. From the moment that start, that's just
It
But
switches
do-
off. She's like
I
she
think
don't
you
even
can
look at her the
say-
same.
don't even.
I think you can also say it's situational. Because what would you say if like it was a mutual group and you were all always really tight and like you have been really good friends with this girl for a good 5-6 years. Maybe they date for a year and then afterwards like that friendship doesn't drop off and it
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I think it's very situational.
Maybe it just
But
depends.
it's always a
on-
respect in a conversation with your friend.
That's what I was gonna,
if you
that's what I was
if
gonna
you
say. If
cuff, I can't. I wouldn't
Right.
do that like out of respect.
right.
If you cuff,
If you cuff.
yeah. If you cuff, that's it.
Okay.
Describe
like,
cuff for me. I'm sorry.
Cuffing means like in your mind, you like this is the girl for me. This is the one for me, and you make it known like y'all are.
So if it's
exclusive.
just like
this is the one for me.
so
So like you're not dating and y'all are going.
So
for
if me,
the
so,
whole
yeah.
yards.
so if like me or Guru just have a dance with with a young lady, like we just have a dance, like a heated dance. There's nothing there. We kind of just move forward. If you cross paths, you might say maybe I'll have a dance. Is that what you're saying?
hypothetically, it wouldn't that situation wouldn't hold as much water. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
if you locked it down,
Right.
like yo,
And
it's
how
me
would
and
you feel about that if he was like? Would you tell him first, or would you tell him after? Like, hey, we had that girl you had a dance with a couple months ago.
If it was something light like that, we should be able to talk about that. Like,
How would you?
Yeah.
How would you
Because
feel
I
about
would know how Guru or you felt.
it? Okay.
you would.
Because I wouldn't even do that if I felt like you would feel the way about it.
Okay.
And how often do you just date to date? That's another thing.
Right.
So maybe they've been dating for a while, but like that's all they're doing. They're dating. Like that's why I was asked your definition of cuff. Like when is it like?
Man, it's just hard, man. Because if it's your homie,
Yeah.
I just don't see the desperation in like trying to be like, I gotta deal with her. But if it's somebody that you met at some point, but y'all wasn't like, y'all don't owe each other nothing, y'all won't cool like that.
Right.
All
That's
right.
crazy because
Probably
I
still
don't know.
no.
Maybe it is like a big flaw of mine, but I've always had the mindset of like, oh, I can't wait till he done with her. That's my best friend, but I can't wait.
Oh, your besties too.
Yeah, I can't wait for my episode.
This dude here, man, he stop at nothing, man. Overlap
I'm
it,
just
like
kidding.
we say. I really can't think of a situation where I would feel like I would have to go down there.
I don't feel like you've been in that type of situation. Like I think you have to be there. Like it's one of these things of like,
Yeah,
Now, I've been in.
I agree with what he's
I've
saying.
been in plenty
I don't-
situations
I don't-
like that.
I don't
where,
think
no, where you're actually
you-
friends with someone or have a
Right.
relationship, or you just
Right.
see someone dating that they're not really. They're just dating to date. Like they know they're not going anywhere.
like
but
it's like a
oh,
group-
we'll be
it's
here
like,
for
like
5
say
years.
say they don't even start dating from the beginning. Say everybody in the friend group
It's real
and
tight.
maybe it's real tight and there's a girl in there, there's a couple girls in there.
I follow.
And
we
like
date,
you're
it
vibing
doesn't
with
work.
her, but neither of y'all are like, we don't want to mess up the friendship, or maybe that might be
And
something
then one
in the
day your
future.
boy is like, you know what?
I'm
She
gonna
kind of
jump-
cute. And
yeah,
you like,
and then they
you
start
right.
dating, and then they
Doesn't
the
come
friend
of
group-
nothing.
Right.
And then they
I'm
just keep
not
going.
saying that I would look at somebody else like they filed, but I just wouldn't do it.
I get you.
Like I wouldn't be like, oh, my turn. I wouldn't do that.
Can we turn off the cameras and see what you say?
Because if the girl if I felt like that she was somebody that I couldn't pass up, then
You would
would've
just
went
move
for
to
it
another
for the
state. Oh,
jump.
I see what you're saying.
you would just pick up and leave, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you
Like
like
it would-
went for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've
makes
had
sense.
you have friend groups, everybody friends at the same time and stuff like that. If I didn't get with Shorty, say like we got a group and it's chickens. I mean ladies, and then you got you dance with one.
Right.
Andy got that one.
Okay.
It is what it is.
I think
I don't be like, yo, when they done, you mine?
Yes. I
got
think
you.
sometimes it takes time for some people to develop and become who they are, and watching them grow and watching them become who they are sometimes changes your perspective too.
It does.
So y'all
So-
trying to make me okay with picking up the sloppies?
No, it's like
Well, that- I
for
don't-
me, it's like I went to a small middle school. You're talking about a class of 30. So it's like,
Got
but
you.
we're together for 3 years, 4 years. Your freshman year, you might like this girl.
That's
But
different.
then
That's
by
You're a
cool.
default,
completely
by
different
time-
person.
By junior
But,
year, the
yeah.
girl you weren't even looking at, you're like, man, I'm kind of.
That's different though.
But that
How?
when you keep
Because that's school.
connections, no. But when you're someone who keeps connections
Yeah.
throughout your life for a long time,
right.
it's the same
like
thing.
that.
You see
Yeah.
people grow, you see people go through things.
But
Like,
that's
you might have-
casual. We talking about homies. I don't do that.
No, he's talking about people stay friends through outside of school,
Throughout life,
through
yeah.
life.
I would
And
never
it's like-
date nobody that you two have dated
And this is the other thing.
Yeah.
since I've known you.
Okay.
There's no back credit.
Here goes the thing. So you can refer to out of respect to us, but then you also say a lot of like sloppy seconds, or like you're speaking as if like it ruins them in a sense of like
With me, yeah.
it does.
Really?
Why is
Not
that?
like I'm talking about romantically. Why would I go behind y'all?
But that's what I'm saying. It's not behind us.
Yeah, what
Yes,
if
it is
what if I
behind you.
said
If
it,
we're
what if I
okay
said
with
it was
it.
okay?
It's not about if y'all are okay with it.
What if we broke up? Me and
Us?
no, I'm saying what if what if we're all in the same friend groups? We
Yeah.
all have known each other for 5 years. I cuff our mutual friends. We start dating. Things don't work out. Then we're like at a picnic. Like y'all go to reach for something and y'all start laughing, and then y'all are like, ooh, things are starting. And I'm like,
And Drew is like,
hey,
Drew sees it.
yeah, I see it. And I'm like, hey, I noticed y'all kind of had a thing.
yeah.
We didn't work out. She's a really good girl.
Honestly, she's good for you.
She's
Like
good
I
for
think,
you.
she-
Like, I feel
like
like-
I know you, I know her. Yeah.
Mhm.
This campaign is crazy.
No,
Y'all
but
have
truly,
my-
what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, you have my blessing.
Y'all just remixing the same situation.
right,
If you got on Shorty and you took her serious,
right.
it's like you play like video games, fighting games, where you can unlock characters, and the ones that's not unlocked is their picture is like grayed out. As soon as y'all became a thing, she go gray. I can't even hover over that character no more.
All right, one last scenario.
Okay.
So Drew is with the girl. You don't know about it, and he ends it with her. And then you meet this girl. You have no clue her and Drew were a thing. Things start to grow. You really start to like her. You guys get in a relationship, and then you find out they had a serious relationship in the past. What do? Do you lose interest? Do you cut it off? Do you say, you know what, this ain't gonna work? Y'all are in a relationship now.
No, because every decision I make is based off me knowing beforehand.
Okay.
Now, if y'all was like married or something, then no. But if it was a girl that you dealt with and I didn't know until afterwards, and I'm already like, yo, she's the one.
Right. You wouldn't care.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
What if
lie,
every
I'm like,
time?
she called me Drew on accident?
What? Yeah.
But hey, Guru, you make a good point. It depends on what stage we in.
Okay.
Because if we like
Y'all are
trying to see
engaged.
what's up, and then you be like, oh, she was my girlfriend for 5 years, I'm not gonna keep talking.
So
to her.
this is my thing. It's sounding to me, I view this as like not being based off of loyalty, but it's based off of something else entirely. That's what it sounds like to me.
Not to me.
Okay.
This sounds like
Because-
ego.
Cause he's saying
No,
it's
'cause,
completely
Like,
okay.
what if I was like, did she do the thing yet?
This
You
is
gonna feel, it sounds
this
like
is
you gonna
why
feel
I-
some type of way.
no, but this is why I would say that it's not ego, because this is irregardless of how y'all feel about the situation. So knowing that y'all feel different,
Yeah.
if y'all dealt with somebody that I dealt with, I wouldn't be like, how could you do that? It's just a me thing versus a you thing.
That's why I don't think it's based off loyalty, because
It
it's not
is, but
based
it's-
off of us.
But y'all saying that it's ego. If it was ego based, then that means I don't want y'all dealing with nobody I dealt with. I wouldn't care. Well,
No, because
if I was
it's
married,
not your
like,
person.
if I was,
You've already thought. So you're looking at this person and you're like, you're not good enough. So in your head, it's not an ego thing. Anyone can have.
It's not that you're not good enough. Though.
But when they're coming to you, you're like, you're not good enough because you've been with them. I feel like it's.
But that's not. I'm not saying that they not good enough. There's some great ladies out there who are just great ladies.
Right.
But if
Does
you
she do
dealt
the,
with
thing that I taught her that.
did she do the thing with the ice? You know,
yeah.
like I won't like if you broke up with somebody, I wouldn't look at her like she's not a good girl.
Right.
I just be like, what in me would need to deal with her knowing that she had something with you?
Okay.
I don't think any situation is too like, oh my God, I just got to deal with somebody that Andy dealt with because I just don't have no options.
You passed the loyalty test. You passed every scenario. So I was in a different situation.
Because you didn't feel like you owed the dude.
Right.
But this is the way I view it. Sometimes you read a really good book, and you know someone, and you're like, yo, this
your
book
thing, right
is
here.
for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know, like this book is about to change your life. Like this one is for
That's
you.
a bad
It's gonna change
metaphor.
your life.
No.
You're
It's a
saying
good
because
metaphor.
books open.
Yeah.
And it's multiple ways to open. Front, back, side to side.
Yeah.
Some paperback, some more stiff.
Some
Hardcover.
Exactly. And I'm also referring to like I'm like library, you know, like you need to go check this book out. I ain't saying you should hold on to it.
Right.
But then every now and then I'm like, no, you should buy this book.
But I'm going to ask you both. How often
Not saying
are
it should be
you
the only book
doing
you
that
read.
with somebody that you was all in with? For example,
You're not going to.
Miss Beer.
Right.
You not dishing her to nobody when y'all finish.
Right.
But
And shouldn't nobody in your group feel like, oh, this is my turn.
Right.
But this is the difference. I feel like we never made that connection there. So
Who?
any of the people in his group,
I'm lost. Go ahead.
she was brand new. So it makes no sense for us to develop that type of connection with them
Right.
while they're in a relationship.
Right.
It
So if you
doesn't
knew
make
her
sense.
before,
Right.
If we all knew her before,
we all knew her
Yeah.
together.
and y'all got serious, I ain't talking about dating,
Right.
Because y'all serious, right?
Yeah.
And y'all broke up.
Yeah.
You wouldn't care if she went to either one of us. You would, wouldn't
I
you?
would,
You
yeah.
would cry to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. In that situation, I would know that would hurt you.
You ever watch
Right.
How I Met Your Mother?
but if you was just
But what we were saying is
slamming, you know how many alley-oops I done gave?
Yo,
Some people was only eating because of me.
have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
I heard of it. Yeah.
I heard of it, but I don't know
That's
the plot.
that's what the plot is. It sounds
But
like.
it's for pretty much they're just friends, but they've like you see them date each other throughout the time, or even like shows. Let me think of another show. But
A lot of people only eating because of...
You gave a lot of best man speeches.
yeah, no, if he brings a girl in, that's different because you're positioning yourself in that person's life to be that.
Right.
But if it's beforehand and y'all have gone through things and afterwards,
You think that there's a situation where it can be okay for you to
yes,
follow up a cuff? I ain't talking about a date. I'm talking about a cuff.
I don't understand
That's
what
not,
a cuff
bro.
is
That's
to
not
you.
cool.
We
That's
can't-
Not cool.
we
Is a cuff buying an engagement ring? What's a cuff?
like being serious.
Like
he's saying.
you know, come on, man. Like if somebody cuff somebody,
You know.
it don't matter if y'all
Yeah.
was like friends too. What? Because think about this.
No, I get
For
that,
you
I
to
get
feel like you want to go behind somebody meant that that's what you wanted in the first place. So
Right.
she with you, I'm into her while she with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that stuff don't just happen.
I think it does. You just
But-
like,
but
I'm
in
with
how much
Guru.
time, though?
I don't think you've ever been in that situation.
I have though. I'm telling you, I have. Yeah, I don't got friends.
No, you do.
Okay.
Where is it in your mind where it's okay to be like, you were serious with this girl, y'all not serious no more, and we're good friends, but it's my turn.
I don't think I've ever been in that situation either.
No, but you arguing that it would be okay though.
I'm not. I'm just saying you're making it sound easy, like they just gray out and in your mind automatically.
If you got serious with her,
it
they
could
do.
be a beautiful, smart, intelligent girl. As soon as she gets with your friend, it's like, woo. But it's like you can be put in situations in life where you're like, whoa, I didn't know you would start feeling this way. I start
But
feeling
does
this way.
the
This
fact
is a
that she
complicated
was serious
situation.
with your boy play any You're saying that don't
No,
play
I'm saying
nothing.
it does. It does.
You saying the opposite.
No,
I'm saying it's gonna be. I'm saying it's gonna be
no.
we're
dilemma.
saying it's not black and white.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not black and
It
white.
is though.
And I'm saying
For you.
It's black and white.
certain scenarios it is black and white, but then there are scenarios where our first instance is always to assess the situation and be like, oh no, we got to think about this and put this person first. But in certain scenarios, I think it's very different, and you still respect how they feel and what they say about it. But it's like there are certain scenarios where it can happen.
Right. That's all.
I ain't saying it can't happen, but I just
that's what we're saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Or it's okay
You open
that
to
it
it.
happens. Yeah.
we're not open.
you a
to
dirty
it.
macker.
No, I'm saying it's just there's certain situations where it could happen. Is what we're saying. But
I'm not arguing against that.
back to my situation.
No. Let's keep it here. So
Hold on.
you saying
And
if
here goes another thing.
if I get serious with somebody that we know already,
Right.
and we break up,
Right.
you saying it's okay for you to.
No, I'm saying it's not.
So then we saying the same thing, but why you arguing?
No, he's saying if you're a friend. So that's why I'm like, it's just, but it depends on how close they are and what their relationship is. Based off the scenario you just used, I think once you break up, out of respect, I'm not going to put myself in situations and places where I would fall for you like that or allow things to develop. Right. However, if we've already had a friendship where we're hanging out one-on-one, we're doing this, that, and the other, and it's like we're still not falling for each other, but it's like, I don't know, I think there are scenarios, but it's like there is a respect of like, let me put up boundaries.
Thing, right? Okay, so say based on your scenario, say we're all friends. Not we're all friends, but I'm saying the young lady that you eventually start dating. But we're all friends beforehand. We have a great friendship, and we all continue to have a great friendship, even though y'all got y'all thing going. We break up. I can't be friends with her no more, right?
You can be friends,
but you gonna feel some type of way if I'm like,
I wouldn't feel no type of way
like
if y'all was friends.
Okay, I'm in that situation right now.
I wouldn't feel no type of way if y'all was friends though.
I'm in that situation.
Drew called dibs.
He called dibs. Dibs is different.
No, dibs is different. That's a
different.
That's a different can of worms. But I'm in that situation now with my past two roommates.
What?
Because remember they were a thing.
Who was?
My last two roommates.
Wait, you feel that girl?
But but not with your girl.
That's the
though.
perfect example.
You say you feel that
I
girl?
don't think so.
What?
You're talking about you feel that girl? Like you're into her?
No, I'm saying friendship. I'm in the situation where like we were all
Oh, you're
friends.
saying is it okay for y'all to date?
No, not date. I'm just saying be friends.
Why can't you be friends?
Because they aren't like together no more.
So you're saying are you allowed to be her friend?
Right. Okay, she doesn't live in the same state anymore. We're still friends. We still talk. Yeah. And like
this is the thing though.
They broke up. So it's like
I don't feel like
we want to visit each other. We had a friendship. We miss each other. I go out, go visit her. He's going to feel some type of way about it.
Is she
if
okay?
y'all
You
friends
would too.
No friendship.
Yes, you would.
But this is the thing.
I'm telling you, I would.
You would.
No, he's not.
Because
Because
dated a girl.
Jay is for the boys.
Drew is saying these things as if I never been through this in my life.
I get it.
My friend
I done seen 10 times the lives that these.
I agree with you. And
I've been outside a long time, buddy.
At the end of the day, he's always gonna be for the boys.
That's how my friend was, and he was like, I wasn't for the boys.
Yeah, but
you don't care.
You start messing with her,
I do care.
No, I'm saying you're about relationships.
I am.
There are other people who view. So this is the thing.
You G-code, Wody.
Let me say this in a way that you may be able to put this in. So I think with some people, they're about genuine relationships, and other people are like, I'm for the boys or I'm for the girls. Like it automatically trumps a genuine relationship.
Right.
And they may not even have real, true, genuine relationships with that guy or girl that they're protecting or not moving for.
Right.
But regardless, they have a code they stick to. So they're going to respect that over a genuine relationship.
So you're going to miss out on meeting your soulmate because you don't want this alley-oop from me.
No. If you setting me up for a play, that's different.
Right.
But like if you got serious with somebody, what situation makes me feel like I have to go there with somebody that you went there with?
Right.
Unless I just had bare
options. Right. I got you.
But I get it. Yeah. Because like we said, there's 100,000 other of that person in the world. But at the end of the day,
sometimes it's
environments are small. Like you don't know where you're going.
Right.
And it's like.
But no, it's like what you said. Because there are small towns where it's like like legit. It's like everybody knows each other from that town. So
and you're never leaving that town.
You're never leaving that town. I know people like that.
I get what you're saying, but I still think it's different.
What do you mean?
like in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't go to huge colleges.
No.
Guys date the same girls.
Right.
But
I
if
dated one of my teammates' girls.
Okay. That's a good example.
Right.
If my teammate literally cuffed a girl and they did time and pain,
right,
and they broke up, she off limits to me.
But we weren't friends. Like
how you not friends with your teammate?
There's 12 players on a roster.
Go ahead, try to say I won't cool with everybody.
You are cool with everybody, but there's 5 of us who we go to practice, we friends. After practice, the 5 of us still hanging out. We going out together on the weekend. 7 of the players I'm cool with, but I've never had a meal with them outside of team environments.
But you being teammates ain't.
Nah, I never even
y'all got some thin lines here, man.
So this is my.
Y'all got some real.
No,
thin
so
lines.
this is the thing with me.
No, you weren't cool with all 12 players on your team.
I was.
Really?
So we're different in this way.
We had like groups, like we had.
But even if I wasn't though, if you was,
and it wasn't even a race. It wasn't even a race thing, but it was 5 black guys, 3 white guys. We didn't hang out. We were cool with them, but we didn't hang out together. I never saw these guys outside of practice, film sessions.
How were you able to tunnel that to the point where it's like, say the girl was never around you, but your teammate knows that you deal with his legit ex, and then y'all go to practice,
right? And
y'all on the same team, and you gotta.
It's gonna be competitive.
But
he gonna
no. Y'all on the same team.
Right. That's respecting a team.
How do you not be like, this is
because we went to a small college,
and like let's say
y'all some dangerous guys.
Let's say team, if you're no longer a part of that team, and the one thing holding you together is gone. Like I'm saying, let's say both of them leave the team.
Right.
Or one of them leaves the team. Right. And that was the only connecting factor in their relationship whatsoever. Is being on that team.
You said that previous episode. You said you said that you're
only friends with them because of that environment.
Because of the team. Yeah. That's exactly what you said.
Wait, what'd I say?
In the past.
You say you are only friends with someone because you're doing the same thing in life. Like you're on the same basketball team.
Wait. Now I know what y'all talking about.
Yes.
That wasn't my point though. I'm saying that y'all only met because y'all played basketball. But y'all relationship, I'm not saying that, outside of basketball we don't have a relationship. I'm saying like you both of y'all, we only met because we went to the same school.
Right.
It won't no other scenario that I could see us meeting. But
okay.
Our relationship, it transcends school.
But I think I have friends like that. So I have a lot of people in my life who would consider themselves close to me or we're like in tight knit circles. However, there's nothing truly like we don't have a deeper connection other than that. And we call each other boys, we call each other friends, we see each other, but it's like obviously I'm not going to disrespect you and be like, yo, I'm with your girl now. It's still going to be a conversation, like if we're in the same circles or something like that, or if I feel like there is a place where you would kind of
bump into
be like, yo, that's weird. I don't like how you did that. But it's not always my first. I'm not saying like the second it happens, I'm going after you. But like if there's something real there that has developed and I didn't actually pursue it like in a grind, like it's not like you broke up and I'm like, I'm gonna go after her. But like something start to develop, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna ignore that just because we were on a team once or we hung out once. Or,
how do you get there though?
There's so many different scenarios you can get there. I can't.
But that's what I'm saying. If we in the same circles and we cool,
right?
And you got serious with a girl, y'all broke up. I can't even see me being in a situation where I would get the chance to be like, you know what, she's cool, let's date.
Well, I would say this: there's certain friendships where it would never ever cross my mind. So, like with you two, like I can say I would never ever step that line. But then there's other friendships and scenarios where I would. But that's what I'm saying. There's like, it's not every boy gets that same.
Title to this pod, The Dirty Boys. The Dirty Boys.
I think you're not cutting us enough bail because
could I date the Lost Remote?
Yeah.
Jay, in your eyes, could I date the Lost Remote?
The reason why I don't think that one is too bad, it was short lived, and you would even give him the blessing.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the scenarios we're talking about.
No, I get that. I never disagreed with that.
But I kind of cuffed though.
Yeah, he did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think he did.
I think I did.
I think he was serious in that moment.
Put it this way. If I'm saying this, I wouldn't feel any way about it if you said, if Guru was like, yo, I think I'm going to holler at her. I don't care. I just wouldn't though.
Okay.
So if you gave him the blessing.
She's not good enough for you?
I just wouldn't be like, oh, you was with Drew, right? Yeah. What about us?
All right.
Unless
No, we get
you
that.
was like, I could set up the play, or if you want to.
Right.
I'm telling you, a lot of people didn't ate because I bought food to the. You know what I mean?
Cool.
But back to the situation.
Y'all was boyfriend and girlfriend though?
No.
That's another thing, Guru. These dudes gonna say they cuffed and they only was with a girl for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's different too.
Okay.
Back to the situation at hand. I met this girl and this guy at the same time. She's hitting me with the text messages saying that, circumstances. That's kind of what me and Guru are saying.
Yeah.
Circumstances made us cross paths, and they just so happen to be somebody who's my roommate and a potential like good friend. It's not there yet, but she's like, you also met me at the same time. We have the potential to be good friends as well.
Yeah.
Would you like to go out and maybe have a bite to eat, get to know each other a little bit better? So
I feel like y'all were never boys, so yeah.
So
y'all were just roommates who never saw each other.
Y'all boys crazy, boy.
Dirty boys.
Wait, do you still live with him?
No.
Then yeah, especially if y'all still live with each
Okay,
other.
now you didn't say that. You was making it sound like y'all was in the same house.
Did I live with him when that happened?
While this process took place, was he still your roommate?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's dirty. That's dirty.
That's wild. You live with this dude. You only know Shorty because it's
But she reached out to me.
Okay. This dude here, man.
So I just don't. What do I? No, I'm just telling you the story.
Guru was saying like
So
if
far,
this dude moved away or something.
I haven't even told you what I did.
This girl was lingering.
I haven't even told you what happened yet.
Okay, tell
you
us
already
what
jump into
You're
conclusions.
Right.
Okay, because I feel like you told us.
All I've said so far is I met this guy and we weren't really that close. He had a girl. They broke up until chance. Girl reaches out to me, says I feel like we meant to cross paths, and then she wants to link up. That's where we are. I haven't done anything. So what should I do in that situation? Well, I'm still living with him. Don't go. What say you, Guru?
Yeah.
What say you, dirty boy?
I think
Dirty
the conversation is
Do I tell him?
out of respect. Nah, that right there is just like, yo, things get messy. You dated my roommate. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm on. Like, you don't have any connection with her, so you are going out your way to seek a connection.
Wait.
Hold on.
So, Guru,
So
you
I
saying
give
he
certain,
shouldn't tell dude, right? He shouldn't tell roommate that his ex reached out to him.
No.
But
You know,
if he wanted to explore her, he could go and see what's up with her.
No, Drew?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you tell the girl that commits thing, that's with my roommate, I'm not about to do it.
but don't tell the boy.
No,
That's right.
She can do whatever she wants. That's her ex. She don't owe him nothing.
But you saying Drew should tell lady.
He should still for his own self and just the respect of someone you're living with, and just keeping that environment pure, safe, and like just for both of y'all. I think you should just be like, nah.
Hold on, Mr. Guru. These are the ordering the sickos in the court. These are the same pretenses as a teammate. Who cares if we're that cool? To preserve the locker room and the health of the team.
If you want to win, yeah. But if you D3,
if you big BC transfer, it don't matter, right? Okay.
If you D3 and you ain't winning nothing, fair enough. Who cares?
Do you want to compete? That's what it comes down to.
I ain't going to the NBA.
I don't think
it's community college.
I don't think they were that serious.
Did you go?
I don't think they were that serious, and I think you guys are really underestimating. Like, I never even talked to the dude.
Okay, so now Chance don't. He never came up with no music.
No.
But you lived with him.
The basketball scenario, the teammate. I never.
How do you not speak to your teammate?
He didn't play really.
This dude, right?
I was a senior on the team.
No, I get that.
I was a junior.
I understand that.
And he was a freshman who.
Bro, basketball is not a sport where it's 1 versus 1. How do you not speak to your teammate?
You don't.
And you was a senior. Was you like a captain or something?
I wasn't the captain, but I was a leader of the team.
And
but it's like you don't have time to like have strong individual relationships with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach you the ropes was or whatever.
In your time, it was.
You ever been on and if you ever been on like something like a track team?
Yeah, they're
it's
scattered.
Males,
Football
it's
too.
females.
It's like 90 people.
It's so many people, and then it's just y'all are living life together because all y'all do is work out. All y'all do is this. So it's just hormones, and you're around the same people all the time. Y'all gonna talk to the same people. And nobody gonna think anything of it. Nobody gonna.
But talk though, yes.
I mean a date though, because y'all living together.
Date too.
This is what.
But
I'm
if
saying.
they cuff,
all right, yeah.
Like if you get like really serious, like you thinking this is the girl I just want to be with. You don't know that you're gonna break up. To you, this your last one, and then it don't work out. If I'm on the same team with you, if we're friends, any of that, she's off limits.
We
hear you.
No, because you trying to make it sound like, oh, just because we was on the same basketball team, that's not enough to that's wild.
So you say, out of respect for the roommate, I let the young lady know that, maybe we did, maybe we were meant to cross paths, but because I'm roommates with dude, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I would say it's not as black and white as you, and I do give like certain details in the story that you like may forget about. But if you remember, we had the outing where she came home and
let her stuff go.
So of course, that was in the back of my mind. Once you've seen the gifts,
you started plotting.
No, you might think we're dirty boys, but I did make the right decision. I did. I told her.
Snap.
Wait, what's the right decision in this scenario?
I told her. I texted her and I said, I didn't meet you both at the same time, but we're actually starting to kind of connect. We connected over music. I've actually been. No, I'm just saying that was
Chance brought you together.
Chance brought us together, and it started to grow. We started to like hang out more, started to talk, and I was like, there could be a friendship, there could be a relationship. So it's like I'm living with dude. It's like they didn't work out, but it got down to the final hour. It did. Because I like you're making it seem like I should have like from the jump. Just been like, nah, this ain't it. But I think like Guru said, he makes a good point. I am genuinely interested in connections. I don't know. She could have a point. I don't know where this could lead, or I don't know where this friendship with this dude could lead.
Right.
So she was like, let's go out. And so we had set a time. And I was like, it was a kind of a dilemma because I was like, I need to tell this guy. I can't go behind his back and do this. This is somebody I'm living with. I can't go out with his. And I ended up telling him. And I said, you said that you aren't supposed to tell him, though.
No, if you didn't go out, I wouldn't have told him. I'm saying
But I think somehow he found out.
I think since they're broken up, maybe she was trying to get at him.
I think that her intentions weren't good either. So I passed the test of life because maybe she was just doing it out of spite. I didn't know that, obviously. And so it's like when I made that decision and I came home and I said, such and such reach out to me. She wanted to hang out, but, I can't do that to you. And he was like, yo, I really appreciate that. I knew she actually told me. And like I didn't really know you that well, but, I can't tell you what to do. But like, I respect you now.
He's like, she told me if you would went, I'd have been waiting on you I'd had it on me when you came home.
No, he didn't say that. But he was like, and from there we developed a pretty strong friendship. Yeah, like you said, it probably was out of spite because they actually ended up getting back. You know how when you break up sometimes you gotta break up a couple times. She would I think she would use me as like a thing against him. And like I said, he started to notice some things but she was young. We all were young. And
that's classic. That's a classic tactic.
By the way, you definitely get bail for being young.
Right. I think you do. Or are you being sarcastic?
No. Seriously. I'm speaking like today.
Right.
10 years ago, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? But if you was in a situation like that today.
But you sound weird. Like you weren't, okay, so a lot of your criticism or calling us dirty boys, you were thinking that we still have this perspective today. I think
hypothetically, if you was to do that tomorrow, it'd be weird.
Yeah, for sure.
But
back in the day, that's mainly where I was coming from.
Why ain't nobody say that then? Now you gotta erase an hour back and forth.
That's crazy.
No, I think we did do hypothetical. Well, where we were talking about us like today. But if either you break up with your girl and I know her, she better move to another state.
Look, Dirty boy. I ain't saying nobody ever ain't checked for me now. I just don't,
You don't engage.
Yeah,
I respect that because
you gotta watch out for that spiteful stuff too, because that's classic. A lot of people do that.
Just go for your friend, just for spite,
just to get back. Just to get back with you, or like restart something, or make someone jealous. So
they were fighting.
They were go and grab some beers from the grocery store, and then next thing you know,
you don't get rid of the evidence.
They good again. Yeah.
Okay, look, even
You
though
were
we
just a
cleared
pawn
this
in the
up,
chess match.
here's my final thought on it. Here's where I look at it. If either you dealt with somebody and it was over, and I saw an opportunity, to me, I'm making a decision that this girl and whatever this could be is worth more than whatever I got with y'all. How I would look at it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like, I don't know no chicken, I don't know no lady in existence that I can be like, you just are so great.
Right.
And there's just nothing else I can do in my life.
Right.
That's
what we were saying earlier. Erase an hour of conversation back and forth.
Dang, you was arguing against it.
No, Guru was saying you never been in that situation where that mindset changed. A girl
I didn't say I
changed your
haven't
mind.
I'm saying that's how I see it. I ain't say that I never.
Well,
But then you haven't met the right girl.
I'm also saying, look, I'm also saying sometimes you don't have that deeper relationships with people.
You
being the
have.
guy.
You just ain't got out enough.
But
You just haven't.
I don't know.
met the
I
right
think
one.
sometimes you just, I don't know.
But yeah, so we learned that me and Guru are some dirty boys, and you're a guy's guy. You're a man of the men.
I ain't always been perfect,
Okay.
but I've made it.
Okay.
You know,
So
it's been this way for a long time.
since Saturday,
Saturday was
since last Saturday.
so long ago.
But we appreciate you guys for coming back. I think this was a very introspective conversation. Jay lied to us for an hour straight. Maybe one day he'll come out, or maybe one day we could get one of his homeboys who no longer rocks with him to come on and tell us the truth.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
Jay with the jokes, funny guy. Drew with the blah blah, telling crazy stories for a lifetime. Kemp got the wisdom for him, like nothing's ever that serious. And if you don't listen, then you're delirious.
Bro, you can't say that. Why not?
Because we're live. I just said nothing's ever that serious.